first like to start off with a just a brief history of the band, a few minutes or so. I know you guys have been around for a long time, different lineup changes and whatnot. Just a brief history.
Go, Joe. Basically, the band originated in '92 with myself, Jason Netherton, and this guy Lefty. Since then, yes, there's been numerous lineup changes. Jason and I pretty much were the main core of the band up until about 2000 when he left to do his own thing. But, you know, that's about it in a nutshell. I mean, we've been around for 15 years just doing pretty much death metal and sticking to the roots of it, you know.
Okay, growing up, starting the band early on, what were your main influences for Dying Fetus?
For music, it was, you know, all the early 90s death metal like Obituary, Deicide, Cannibal. The whole gore thing is what pretty much inspired Dying Fetus. But yeah, I mean, you know, we just took a little bit of all those bands and kind of made it into our own thing. More or less is what we did. The Carcasses, all that shit, you know.
Okay, you probably answered this one too. The new album coming out, 2007. Based on all your albums up until this date, what would you say it most resembles, if anything?
Musically, we were trying to achieve something that was closer to the Dying Fetus classic sound, something like Killing on Adrenaline meets Destroy the Opposition. So obviously we continue to try and evolve musically, but that's what we were sort of going for. Lyrically, it's hard to say because, you know, my writing style is a little bit different than Jason Netherton's was, but it's similar to Stop at Nothing, similar to kind of the Dying Fetus style, but politically it might be slightly different.
Okay, now that we're on that subject, that was a question I had actually. What was the political motivation behind Stop at Nothing?
I mean, politically, I would say, I mean, we're a political band in the sense that we write about issues, but I wouldn't say we're trying to promote one particular party or the other. They both only get it about half right anyway, so really we just kind of write about whatever we're inspired with, and so I wouldn't necessarily say we're trying to advance some kind of agenda. It's just more, you know, we get kind of inspired by things that happen in the world, so, and most of it, you know, kind of aggression comes out there.
Okay, and as far as you guys were on the search for a new drummer last year, and weren't touring for a few years, right? We were writing that new album. How was the search for the new drummer? I mean, what do you guys look for?
Well, the biggest thing that we wanted was just somebody that could prove that they were dedicated and obviously could play the songs. We wanted somebody talented. You know, it takes some talent to play this kind of music. Really, that's what it kind of boiled down to. There are a lot of people that we heard from, but, you know, it's one thing for somebody to give you a call and say, I'm interested. It's another for them to actually learn the songs, put a video together and send it to us so that we can see what they've got. And that's mainly what happened. Dwayne was the one that, you know, did the professional thing and put together a video and sent it to us, and that's why he's in the band, probably.
As far as this tour is going, how is it touring with Cannibal Corpse? I mean, is it something you guys look forward to?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's been your favorite band to tour with so far?
Wow, that's a hard one. I mean, there's so many bands that are great to tour with, musically as well as personally. I mean, this is a dream for me. I've been wanting to tour with Cannibal forever, and so obviously I'm very happy about it, and the tour's going great. So everybody's been really cool to us, and the shows have been wonderful. So, but yeah, it's real hard to name a favorite band that we've ever toured with, but certainly some of the bands we've toured with recently stick in my memory. Being out with Gore was pretty cool, obviously. You know, all of the bands that we love, it's always nice if we get a chance to tour with them.
Cool. That's it?
Yeah. One for this band. For a couple. Yeah. Well, Sacramento, I'd definitely like to have you guys up there. You've got a pretty good following in Sac.
But also, like, who are some of your influences, like, growing up? Who'd you listen to? I mean, is that all you listen to is, like, metal? Or do you, like, listen to Britney Spears or anything like that? Or maybe a little Michael McDonald or Bee Gees and stuff? And, I mean, this is the only band I know of, and I was wondering how you guys do it. That, like, every song that I've ever heard from you guys, and I'm pretty new to the Dying Fetus scene, maybe 9 months, maybe a year, I guess. But every song that I've heard is just fucking rocking. It's just awesome. I mean, it's just.
He's like, what the fuck was that?
I don't know, dude. It's just I don't know. I can't explain. It's just you've got me. It's pretty awesome stuff, man. But yeah, what are some of your influences and stuff?
Influences? I mean, for me, I always listened to like 70s rock growing up. I'm 34, you know, been around a little while, and it was always the heaviest thing I could find, you know, growing up, which would have been like Black Sabbath, AC/DC, blah blah blah. But even till recent times, I mean, of course we listen to death metal and all that, but we do, you know, listen to some 80s stuff. You know, can't just listen to brutal stuff 24/7. But I don't know if that 80s stuff inspires the death metal or whatever, but
Only in the
you know,
sense of like having strong hook riffs. But
maybe, yeah, strong hook riffs, you know, but
yeah.
and what was the other thing?
Yeah, how do you guys string along so it's like every song is just awesome? I don't understand how only one
It's just,
band can do that.
it's trying, you know, certain bands, I guess they use the same formulas for their riffs, you know, they might, you know, stuck in the same patterns. I mean, personally, when I try to write, I try to just do different stuff, you know, try to make each song its own entity, you know, and, you know, whatever it takes to do that. I mean, it's hard. I mean, you only have 12 notes and so many ways to play them, you know, but you know, just gotta try to mix it up the best way you can. I mean, that's the only thing I really can say, you know, and do the best you can. I mean, it sounds cliche, but that's pretty much all there is to it.